Good morning, everyone. It's your girl Tally back again, and I feel like this presentation matters has turned into a little bit of a series because I feel like there's a lot that goes into presentation. I know I initially introduced it as something that is just like physical, superficial things, but honestly, it's actually, as we know, a full package. And right now I'm on my way to work, not coming off from work, so that's a difference. So I just want to share this as well. So the first presentation matters video, we're talking about how you're showing up, and we're talking about physical, superficial things. We're talking about how you're dressing, looking like you take care of yourself, basically. And we said that people cannot tell that you take care of yourself unless you show up in the way that shows that you do. So unfortunately, and I was very reluctant to have to say that, because I'm definitely not that type of person who is superficial, but unfortunately this is the world that we live in. So what I said in another video, we have to play the game how it goes, and we have to play it to our advantage. So what you wearing, keeping your hair and nails done, and mind you, my hair needs to be done. I had these braids in for a while now, so these braids, I need a new hairstyle ASAP. Okay, so keeping your hair done, nails done, working out, being healthy, showing up looking good, wearing things that look good on you. If you're a girl, doing a little bit of makeup, those are the things that get you in the door, and just efficiently, quickly communicate without words to people that you value yourself, period. Second thing is when you actually through the door, and then you're meeting people, you're having encounters with people. I said that your attitude is important, keeping a good attitude. What is the four things we said? We said having a good attitude. We said being willing to grow and to learn, having a great work ethic, and I forgot the last thing. What was that last thing? Having a good attitude, willing to learn, great work ethic. I forgot that last one. You guys remember, it's on the last video, but I remember all those four things. Oh, I think that was like the presentation, having good presentation, like that physical. But all those four things together, that's such a great package, and it's just gonna put you in the top 10%. All right, now on this video, here's something else that goes along with that presentation, goes along with that package. And this one right here, it's so important to have down pat, because you could have all those other four things I spoke about down pat, but remember when I talked about this needs to come from an inside feeling. Like, in order to not be a superficial person, in order to have depth to you, in order to keep the love of God in your heart, and have love and kindness and all the good things that actually matter in your heart, those kind of things, it has to start from within. So it's like you wanting to show up and look your best, it comes from a place inside of you that feels your best, that wants to show up well in this world, because you're full of purpose, and you have your purpose in God, and you're full of that love, and it just has to come from like a well of love within you. And because you never want to show up and have all of that, and that will get you far, but to show up and have all of that and not actually feel that way about yourself on the inside, and not actually feel loved and successful and confident and self-assured and affirmed on the inside, it's that all of that stuff is going to feel like emptiness, and it's not going to feel worth it. Just like I said in the other video about deciding that you're enough, you're not going to feel enough unless you have those foundational things coming from the inside that anchor you, which is God, the love of God, God's love, which produces a confidence in you, produces self-esteem in you, makes you self-assured. You don't need validation from outside sources anymore, because God validates you. You need that foundation coming from within. So that third component to all of this, what I'm talking about, is okay, you look good, you showed up in that room. Okay, you know how to network and have a good attitude. Yeah, your work ethic's down. Yeah, you're willing to grow and learn. Yes, everything, you got all of those down. Now the next thing this is very important. You have to know who you are. You have to know who you are. I said this at the end of the last video. I'm not sure it's the last video because they're coming in an order. But I said that if you don't know who you are, and if you don't heal from your pains and your traumas and begin to overcome them, you're going to be pulling random and conflicting things from different places and spaces in your life, from different people in your life, and you're just gonna make it a part of you when it's not even really a part of you. It's not even really supposed to be for you, because we all have our direction in life. We all have our purpose. We all have our path. So everything is not for you. You can't do what everybody does. You can't be and act how everyone acts. And you can't relate to everything everybody relates to, especially if you're a woman of God. You're going to find it hard. Once you move into trying to be excellent, trying to be better, you don't even have to be a woman of God or a man of God. When you move into just trying to be excellent and doing better in your life, you're going to be less relatable to a lot of people. Because think about this. When you relate with your coworkers or just anybody in general, and it's like, oh, what did you do for a weekend? If you don't tell people, oh, I went out, I went drinking, some people I went partying, oh, I did this, I did the things, I met up with friends. Like, if that's not the norm for you, you're gonna find really quickly, like, you're not that relatable. Okay, because you can't tell people that, listen, this weekend I chilled at home. I'm not saying you shouldn't go out, because you should take some time to go out, but you can't tell people, oh, I chilled at home, went to the gym, spent some time in the Word, spent some time with in my Bible, spent some time with God, meditated. You know what I'm saying? Like some people, y'all in school, so I'm in school, I'm studying. Like, when you're doing things that further your life in a place of excellence, some people, if you saying, I worked on my business, I worked on my business plan, all of those things are excellent things. So when you so that is not relatable to the average person, because the average person is not doing things on a daily basis and dedicating their life to excellence. So you're going to find yourself not being relatable, which goes back to why I'm saying you have to know who you are and be confident in who you are. When you walk into that room, and like I said, you have everything else down pat, knowing who you are and being confident in who you are, that is a key. Again, another key to that full package, because now you don't have to feel a type of way. You don't have to let what other people are doing make you insecure, because you're already secure in your path. You're already secure in what you have going on in your life. You're secure in what God has for you, the path that you're taking, the path that you're on, the pace in life that you're on, because some people may be further than you along, but you're secure with your pace, because in God you are self-assured. You have all the validation you need. If you're not where you want to be, or you're not as far as someone else is, you don't feel any kind of way about that. You don't have to feel jealous. You don't have to fall into comparison. I know that feeling is gonna flare up quickly, but it's up to you and how healthy you are in this mind of yours to put out that fire. Immediately put out that fire, because this is life. We're human beings. We have this flesh, so we feel normal things. Normal things it could just rise in us. It could just rise in us out of nowhere, a flash of something, a flare of something. But it depends on how healthy you are in your mind to combat negativity, negative thoughts, negative feelings. And if you're able to do that on the fly, when you're in the room and you're speaking with somebody, and let's say someone's talking about all their accomplishments, everything they've done, and those things begin to rise in you, and you immediately put out that fire of jealousy, that fire of comparison, that fire of that sizzle, that burn of fire of jealousy and comparison. If you're able to put that out immediately, that just goes to show you how healthy you are, because you have to remind yourself, I'm already validated, I'm already affirmed, I already have everything I need, I am enough. Okay, whatever that is for me, it's coming. I don't have to be jealous of anybody. So I'm going to immediately be happy for this person. I'm going to immediately make sure I'm happy for this person. I'm congratulating them. I'm complimenting them, and I'm making them feel the way I would want to feel in a season when I'm accomplishing things. So that's another place of love, the overflowing love that's already in your heart, that's coming from God. You're able to share that with somebody because you would want them to treat you like that. Love your neighbor as you love yourself. So you would want to share that love with somebody, because in your season, when you have your season of winning, you would want people to congratulate you and show love to you. So that's why you do it for someone else. So when you're in that room and you're moving along, and you have to, like I goes back, you have to know who you are. You have to be confident in who you are. And that really starts with staying true to your morals and your values. I cannot express to you all how important staying true to your morals and values is, and how much that centers your life. That makes it's like an unshakable ground. It says, when you serve God, it's like a house built on, I don't know what they said in the Bible. They said there's a house built on sand, which is not a good house, because when the waters come, it washes away. But your house is built on a rock. I believe it's a rock. Not sure. Don't quote me. The house, when you serving God, your house is built on a rock. So that's stability. That means it's unshaken. It's not shakeable, because you're building it on the rock, a sturdy foundation, a sturdy ground. And so the morals and the values that you adopt when you serve God, those are unshakable, and it plays into your confidence. It plays into your self-assurance. It plays into your self-esteem, your security, because when you actually follow those things, when you not just believe in it, because a lot of people believe in morals, believe in values, they think it's a good thing, but do they actually follow those things? That's going to be a big difference to the people who are unshakable and the people who can be shaken. The people who are actually dedicating their lives to this, because I'm telling you, there's a lot of people. You ask them about God, you ask them about their relationship with Jesus, right? They're gonna, oh yeah, I believe in God. Oh yeah, me and God have a relationship. Oh, I don't really go to church, but I have a relationship. But the proof of your relationship with God is your obedience. Are you following the principles of God, the morals, the values that He gave us in the Word of God, in the Bible? Do you even read your Bible to know what those things are? And if you don't know what those things are, how can you really say that you have a relationship? How are you going to have a relationship with somebody you don't know what it requires to be in a relationship with them? That's why we have so many terrible relationships nowadays as it is, because everybody's in a relationship with people, and nobody wants to follow the right protocol to be in a relationship with someone. Think about people who's done you wrong in the past. Those people, they agreed to be in a relationship with you, but they didn't want to do anything to maintain and keep a good relationship. And that's what everybody thinks they could do. They think they could just be in a relationship and not put in no work, not follow any kind of protocol, not have respect, not have love. And that's why we have a whole bunch of terrible human being relationships, the way we relate to each other. And we're thinking that we could relate to God in the same way. We could say that we have a relationship, but do nothing to upkeep it, do nothing to show that you have respect and actual love and you value this relationship. And we can't do that. I know we're always doing that with each other, but we cannot do that with God, because the only person you're fooling is yourself. So when you really have those morals, when you really dedicating your life to follow the morals, the values of God, and just being obedient to God and living your purpose in God, that is an unshakable foundation. So when you walking into that room, and like I said, you look good, you taking care of yourself, so you look good, you have a great attitude, you're open and you're willing to learn, and then you have a good work ethic behind that thing, behind everything. Now you have unshakable morals and values. You have the Lord on your side. You have the faith in God for real type of faith in God, bro. I unless I think about something else, that is actually the full package. Those 5 things: that is the full package that you need. A lot of people were looking for self-esteem. We're looking for confidence. We're looking for validation. But I'm telling you, in God, that's everything you need. I was that person looking for validation. I was that person with no self-esteem, looking for people, places, and things to fill me up that could never fill me up. These things are fleeting. Things are iffy. Things are not a strong foundation. Things are weak in this world. Things are meaningless in this world. But one thing for sure, God, that relationship with God is everything you need. So you're no longer looking for validation. You're no longer trying to build all these accolades and try to accomplish everything on the basis of just trying to feel better about yourself. I allow the love of God to propel me into wanting to just do better and max out on life and be excellent in life, because that comes from the love of God in my life. But I'm not trying to do that to get love. Absolutely not. From God or this world. Absolutely not. So again, those morals and values and staying true to them. I remember I made a video about honoring yourself. When you have those morals or values and you actually follow them and you don't compromise for anything or anyone, that level of honoring God, which you in turn honoring yourself. When you honor God, you honor yourself, because what the things that God asks of us are things that protect us and keep us safe, protect us. So you're gonna feel safe. You're gonna feel secure. There goes your security. You insecure. There goes your security. Following God, what God asks of you, it's gonna make you feel safe and secure. So there goes your security. So when you're able to do that, that's gonna be your foundation. You're gonna be unshakable. So if you're dealing with insecurity, you're now secure. If you're looking for validation, no, just knowing that you're following God and God loves you regardless of anything, and you're actually want to keep up with your relationship with God, boom, there goes your validation that you're looking for. You're searching all over. There you're looking for. Now, you in your relationship with God, you having encounters with God, and then he's showing up and he's showing up and coming through for you on different things, and you're having faith, and he's coming through, and he's not letting you down, and he's actually coming through and helping you, and you see the things, you see that he's making a way out of no way. He sees that you see that you thinking things are impossible, and then they're happening for you. Boom. That's the love of God. Boom. Now you're experiencing the love of God in your life, and you're experiencing more security, and you're experiencing validation, because the validation is, dang, why is God doing this for me? Who am I? What makes me so great that God is doing it for me? Boom. That's your validation right there. Now you say, oh, I guess I am somebody. I guess I am worth it. Oh, now you see, now you have self-worth issues. Boom. There go your worthiness. There go your self-worth right now. Boom. God has my back no matter what. I'm not perfect. God has my back no matter what. He's always showing up for me. He's always making a way for me. Boom. Self-worth. So in all of that, you receive your self-worth. You receive your security. You receive your validation. You receive your affirmation. And all the love that you're looking for, you receive it. So you're no longer looking for that in all the wrong places. You got it from God, just like that. Now, when you show up in those rooms and you're looking for open doors, or you're looking for different avenues to expand, opportunities to expand your life, to get better, to do better, boom, you walk in the room, full package, mama. Full package, poppy. Full package. Trust me. It's it. And I'm not saying you're not gonna be scared, you're not gonna be shy sometimes, if that's the type of person you are, because that's the type of person I am. I'm trying to come over my shyness, you know what I'm saying? But like I always say, you don't let it lead you. You feel it, but you feel through it. You let it ride. You let it take a deep breath. Let it move through you. Don't just keep it in your chest. Let it move through you. And you handle your business. Handle your business. This is for you. What if God be for you, what can be against you? You see, as soon as you know that from the Bible, that's it. Everything locked in. If God be for you, what can be against you? You're good. So unless I think about something else, I'll make a video about probably something else, a different area. But this one's good, guys, for real. Take it in, for real. All right, I'll talk to you later.